So we're going to start here like with the mud puppy. So I have the one that has the skin on and the one that I removed the skin. So I'm going to put this one to the side so we can focus on this guy. And one thing that you notice about the mud puppy is that much like the shark we dissected, it's very segmented. And I don't know if the video will be able to show the details of it, but there are segments of muscles throughout the entire extension of the mud puppy. You can see the myoseptum, which is the division between the many segments of muscles. So the name of the multiple segments, not the whole muscle, but the many segments that you have, each segment is called myomeres. And then there's a line here on the side of the mud puppy. It's a clear division here that will divide the musculature of the mud puppy into an upper part and a lower part. The upper part is the epaxial musculature, the musculature on the dorsal part of that mud puppy. The bottom part of it, you can see the fibers here. I like to exaggerate them a little bit, but the fibers move in this direction. And that's the hypaxial musculature. Above the line epaxial, below the line hypaxial musculature. If you go into the hypaxial musculature and you cut a window through it, you can go deep a little bit to get like both layers that you have there. You're going to see that the internal layer of muscles is going to be a little bit difficult for me to peel it off, but I will try my best here. And if you peel it off this, you see that the fibers start to point in the opposite direction. I'll get there. The section is halfway done, but I'll get there. You can see that the internal musculature, the fibers in the external one were pointing this direction, and the internal is this one. This tells you that the abdominal muscles of the hypaxial musculature, you're going to have another layer that is the external oblique, and an inner layer right there that is going to be the internal oblique. Let's get it closer so you can get a good detail of it, and then we're going to get like a close up on that, and you can see the fibers in this direction and the internal ones in the opposite direction, crisscrossing each other. So the external and the internal oblique. If you dissect it even further, you're going to see that there's another layer inside. I'm going to have to do the bigger cut here now. Right here. And once I open, like get on the inside of the mud puppy, it's going to be difficult to see the details of that, the grain of that in the video, but I'll exaggerate the fibers for you. So the fibers are moving essentially perpendicular to the midline of the body. So that's going to be your transverse abdominis, or transversus abdominis. So I'll repeat. External, internal obliques. You go one level inside, and the fibers inside are the transversus abdominis. At the core of it, the fibers here is going to be difficult to see in the video again, but they run now parallel to the midline of the body. And there's a gradual transition from the muscles running this way to the muscles running this way. These guys will be the external oblique, but at the very core is going to be the rectus abdominis. And those are all the trunk muscles we need to cover.